Wait, I'm going to record this just for posterity's sake.
Pretty clear, huh?
I'm doing my quantified life, so I'm trying to record as much of everything as possible, so they have a record of everything that happens. Okay, so lest there be any kind of confusion about anything. You don't want any confusion. God fucking forbid. How do I shut this thing off? I don't know what's going on. So anyway, yeah. So what's going on there?
Just doing Trina and I are inventing solstice rituals.
Oh, nice. Yeah, everybody's doing that.
Really cool.
Dave's got the whole Yule brought thing. You know, Yule brought, whatever. The whole Swedish thing.
We have
the Viking thing is very appealing, you know.
Well, what we're doing is we're here. I have a whole thing here. We have a whole schedule where we got the tree, and then like 4 days or 5 days of creating decorations for it. So with paper, making, the snowflakes, you fold the paper and cut it. And,
right.
The garlands out of paper, and we did clay. We made clay, little figurines to put on there.
Nice. Nice.
And then we're going to have, and when we do the days of that type of stuff, we do mulled cider.
Oh, nice.
Maybe cookies. And,
are you having neighbors or anything like that in?
Not really. No, we don't really have.
Do you have any better lighting than that? It's a little bit dark in there. Yeah, we would. Whitney Dane is doing the whole Yule brought thing with the pickled herring. I don't know, whatever they eat. There they have big ham. The whole. I mean, I love solstice. Solstice is a wonderful time.
Well, what we're doing this theme is like making it through the hard times, and then things starting to get better. So
that's the whole point of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about all the other all the other traditions: Hanukkah, Christmas, Sinterklaas, etc., and how the world traditions are all kind of just basically like, what's the word? Not bastardizations, but you know what I mean? Like they're all like
variations on a theme, right?
On a theme, and the theme is the thing that's real. The variations are
the return of the light.
Return of the light.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, it's like imagine in the ancient man. They see the days are getting shorter and shorter, right? And it's like, oh no, we're gonna just perish in utter darkness, and then
it was very important for them to know when the day was when it was that things were going to start getting brighter.
Turn around, yeah, definitely.
So that was probably the first one that they actually figured out, like exactly when it was going to be.
Well,
stop getting darker, please.
I know, right? Might bring back the light. Well, yeah, that's the good thing. And then you get spring again, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Then you start planting things again. It always happens every year. It's pretty reliable,
Yeah. So that's what we're doing, and we found a bunch of songs, Christmas songs that we like the melodies of. And so we're going to turn them into solstice songs.
Huh, nice.
Instead of religious, they're going to be about actually the theme of the year, which is, the darkness reaching its zenith and starting to turn around and become lighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the thing. And it's kind of a religious theme in a sense. I mean, just in the sense of that, it keeps faith. It gives you faith in the patterns, the algorithms, or whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
Keep things going around. Yeah, that's why I like astrology. Yeah. Astrology is good for that too.
Yeah.
Things recur, things happen. One of the biggest breakthroughs in my life was when I was thinking, oh my God, I'm so fucked up. And then I got this book about the movement of the large planets through your life, and I realized this is just what happens. This is just what happens in life. You go through these cycles. The more you understand about the cycles of life, the more reassured you are that even though things seem really fucked up, that it's not that bad. You're gonna get through it. Basically.
How's everybody doing there? How's Theo, Charlie?
Charlie, I haven't seen him for ages. I don't know he must be doing good because I haven't seen hide nor hair. He only comes up here when he got something he wanted to talk about, so he must be doing fine. They went and they played over at Daryl's house the other night. That Daryl Oates or Hall, I don't know.
Oh really? No shit. That's serious.
Yeah, they played there the second time. They played there before, and it went over really well. So they were invited back. Kind of cool. They're gonna do fine.
That's a serious feather in your cap. I mean, that's like
that's the beginning, anyway.
They didn't say anything about it. They didn't even tell me. I can't believe it.
Well, they didn't come pick me up. I wanted to go, and I didn't get to go. Just like they didn't bring me to Bernie Sanders when they played for Bernie Sanders rally. I was shattered. I was. I was shattered.
You gotta get drunk and make a mess.
When do I fucking do? What is that bullshit? When do I ever? How often have I been known?
Let me count the times. 1,000, 2,000.
Come on, shut up. That's bullshit, man. Fucking Ben, you're the one. No, Ben. Who gets drunk? No, it's probably me, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I miss family around this time a little more, I'd say. So.
All right. Well, I miss you. It's really difficult. I don't know. Everybody's everywhere. I'm watching the kids grow up. All my grandchildren are growing up. I'm not even going to know them. They all grow up, and I'm going to have these big strangers. They don't even know who I am. They're fucking irritating.
She's sad. She's angry because her grandkids are growing up. She's not going to know them.
It's heartbreaking. I was crying today because I played that song. Right. Where are you going, my little one, little one? Turn around, whatever. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah. I'm stoic. Yeah. I'm a stoic. I'm good.
I'm a stoic too, believe me. They're playing tonight at Daryl Hall's house.
No, they played the other night. They played last night at Daryl.
They played last night. That was the second time they said it went over so well. He invited them back. Is it yard sale?
Yeah.
Yeah, yard sale.
But they they love playing music. So it's they play music all the time. Charlie got tap dancing shoes. Charlie
was telling me about that. I can't believe it.
He bought himself some tap dance. He's good. I mean, Charlie, he like butter. He's very good at moving. So he's doing the tap dancing. He got the brand new, the very fancy tap dancing shoes with the real taps on them. He looks very professional. He's all, so that he's going to be sick. I said, you can play the fiddle and tap dance at the same time. Right?
At Daryl House?
Anywhere, wherever he happens to be at the time. He could tap dance and play music.
That's so Charlie. It's so funny.
It's so funny. He loves that stuff. He really gets into these old fashioned. He gets into these
tap dance and fiddle at the same time.
Yeah, right. I said, well, it's keeping the rhythm. It's like having the drums. You don't even need the drums. You got the tap. You got the tap shoes. Then you can play the fiddle. I mean, you ever see Lindsay Sterling? Like she's a fantastic fiddle player.
No.
But she dances all the time. You should look her up on YouTube. She's very, very good.
Theo's calling.
Theo's calling you?
Hold on, let's see if I can do both.
Here. Look at my... Yeah, I'm talking to Mom over here.
Yeah, I'm on a Facebook call with Mom. I guess I can't do all.
It's actually Zoom.
Here, let me see. Hold on a second, Mom. Let's see if I can put him on speakers.
All right, I can add him. I can add him to the conversation. Is he on? Can I add him to this?
I don't know.
Is he on Facebook? Theo, are you on Facebook right now?
She's talking. Mom's talking on the speaker. Hold on.
I can add him to the conversation if you like.
Hold on. I'll see if I can just patch you guys in here. Hold on a second here.
I can do it. I have the time.
Speakers. Here we go. All right. Can you hear each other?
Theo, ask him if he's on Facebook. I'll send him a link in Facebook Messenger.
No, we're right here. It's all good.
Hello?
Oh, okay. I'll call you later. All right, bye.
He hates me right now anyway.
Is he angry?
No, I just think, because I'm so overwhelming. I'm so loud. I just, my mom used to say when I like having an elephant in the room, I'm very, shut up. Fuck off! What are you talking?
Okay, no, stop cursing and say hello to your grandson.
Oops, sorry. Hi. How are you?
Just for a second.
It's your grandma.
Hold on, here he's coming. Here he's coming. Come here, man.
See that?
His grandma.
I already know.
You know who that is, right? Don't you think look how cool this is?
What is it?
Hold it
It's a
still.
thing that Theo made it, and then I painted it. It's a geometric shape.
It's made out of cardboard.
It's made out of cardboard. Look at this one.
Okay, hold it still, because we're getting a little jumpiness.
All right.
Very pretty. Very nice.
Nice, right? And then Theo made this. Theo made this out of wood.
Talk to your grandma.
Look at that. He carved that out of wood.
That's cool. Oh, it's made out of wood.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Yeah.
We got so many of these things going on.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, Harper, what are you doing these days? How do you like Amsterdam?
Great.
It's great.
Wait.
Great.
Come on, talk to grandma. Say hi.
You didn't
What
have
do you like about it?
There's someone praying out to me, praying that all the people are friendly.
People are friendly. He's in school, so he's enjoying all the friends there.
Learning Dutch. Come sing that Dutch song real quick, Harper. Come on, it's awesome. Awesome though. Sing that Dutch song. No, it sounds better when you sing in person.
Come on.
No.
Come on, sing the goddamn song. Wah, wah, wah. Don't listen to them. If you don't want to sing, you don't have to sing. Nobody's for. Oh. Louder. Make them sing into the microphone.
Sing it nice. Come on. You do it so nice. Yes.
Here. Sing here. You got an audience here. Sing into the audience. Here.
Sing into the audience.
Here, wait a second. Wait, here comes the audience. Here, sing it to these guys. Look. Yay! Yay! Hooray! Yep. Yay! Got the thing.
All right, he's run off.
Right? Enough already? Enough of this stuff. Enough of this stuff already. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Graham Stewart says he's coming to visit you. I don't know when. What?
I gave him my number.
Talk louder.
We talked a little bit, and he never called me back. So.
It's crazy as a bag of hammers, that guy. I'm telling you. But interesting,
Graham or David?
What?
Graham?
What?
Who's crazy as a bag of hammers?
Graham Stewart.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's at least as crazy as I am.
Well,
Yeah.
so.
Pretty well. But it's interesting. I don't know. It's very interesting. Did you ever hook up with Harry?
No.
You never talk to Harry? Harry's really nice. These interesting people. It's really broadening for me to have contact with all these various people.
Yeah.
Learning a lot about these people. They're corporate this and lawyers that and physicists this. I don't know. I'm learning a lot about the world that I never had anything to do with that world before. Never showed much. I never had much interest in it. But now it's it's being placed before me so that I can learn about it. I guess here. I'm buying a beard. So I'm gonna buy myself a beard. But anyway, yeah. I mean, there's a lot to life. Theo's having a hard time. Graham Stewart's having a hard time. I don't think Charlie's having a hard time. He might be. He gets depressed. Here, how do you like this guy?
Pretty good.
How's that? Like it? Do you respect me now that I have a beard? Huh?
Mom, tell me about us when we were 5.
You all weren't 5 at the same time. 5-year-olds?
Obviously, but when we were 5, what were we like?
Well, when you were 5, you probably want to know about yourself, right? More than anything else. What? Could you turn up the volume or something? I can't hear you.
Wait, can you hear me better now?
Yeah,
Is that better?
That's better.
Oh, I see.
All right. Because I get no sense of talking to you if I can't hear you.
Yeah. What were we doing around? What were things? What was it like around then?
Well, I remember, let's see, at 5 years old, so let's see, Charlie was born when you were, what, 6?
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably, I don't know. Well, I remember 5, you being very pleasant. I mean, you're always a very pleasant child, very curious, very helpful, all my memories of 5-year-olds is very good. I always thought it was one of the optimal ages, 5-year-olds.
Yeah, Harper's really, he's kind of starting to really help out, and he's starting to really get into drawing and making things. It was hard to do that stuff before, but now he's really like.
Oh no, kids are wonderful. Yeah. You just notice so much of a difference, you just like, for instance, Indio, for instance, I mean, first he's a blob, he can't talk, he can't do anything. Now all of a sudden he's learning how to talk, and he sweeps the floor, and he, you tell him this and he knows that, and it's very gratifying to see how children learn as they go along. They go through rough. I mean, Leon's Leon's a pain in the ass. It's like we fight all the time, and it's funny, because it upsets Theo, but it doesn't upset me, but it upsets Theo.
Yeah.
But he's just like getting into the double digits, he's very funny. But 5-year-olds are beautiful. 5-year-olds are just sunshiny,
Yeah.
very pleasant characters.
How long does that last?
I don't know. I found the whole childhood up until, I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing, but I don't have a problem with the ambiguity or discomfort, it can handle it without, whatever. I think back, it makes me laugh. Having a house full of skateboard, Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
The Dungeon and I used to love having a house full of kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, making cookies and hot chocolate and stuff like that. I love that stuff. That to me is very, very gratifying. To have a house full of kids baking things, I don't know, singing songs. Yeah.
That's fun. Good times.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I guess it's fashionable not to have a good time, but I enjoyed having kids. For me it was I'm usually happier if there's kids around. That's how I work out, because kids are not, kids are more they're easier to get along with, basically.
Yeah.
You could fight, do whatever, and they're fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I always wanted to have a school full of kids. I could have a one-room schoolhouse full of kids or something like that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
My fantasy thing: learn how to forage for food. Learn how to. I mean, people should know how to cook, and they should know. There's a lot of things. I mean, people could learn. Just by not by sitting down and being formally exposed to it, but being formally dictated to, but by being exposed to it,
Yeah.
by being exposed to the actions, you know how to grow food because you've seen people do that, you know how to cook because you've seen people, do that, the carpentry, you learn by doing it, Remember remember when we lived in Navarro Street, that first screen door that Theo made? Remember that? He fixed it. He made the screen door. It was like,
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that was all like crazy pieces of wood. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But now we got the he's got the carpentry skills now, which is kind of nice,
Mm-hmm.
I just posted. Did you see that video I just posted with Theo on YouTube on
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems a little down.
Yeah, he's a little down. He's got, he's working his butt off all the time. He's tired. He comes home, and then Leon's a handful. He's a very demanding child. He wants his attention. He doesn't want, like me. You go upstairs. I'm having private time with my father. It's like, oh, excuse me for living. He's got to have private time with his father all the time. So I don't care. Whatever. I got plenty to occupy my time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Theo, I know he's tired, and then he's got the relationships with the females, and then he's got Indio, who's Indio is a lovely child, really lovely child. And Indio adores Leon. He just absolutely worships him. He just hangs on to him. It's so cute with the two of them. They're adorable.
How does Leon handle Indio?
Well, Leon's really very good with him. When he's in, when they're in each other's presence, Leon is very kind and he's a nice, very good big brother, basically. But then sometimes he's like, oh, he speaks that he resents him, but when he's actually with him, he treats him very kindly. So it's not so bad. But they're very loving with each other. They're cute little guys.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So. And I'm watching the twins, like Ben's twins are just getting so big, Yeah. And I was there with them right after they were born, They're such, oh my God, they're so cute. It's just crazy. And then I'm thinking like, oh, these guys are all going to grow up. They're all going to be grown up. I won't know them. Maybe I'll be dead, I'll never get to know them. It's heartbreaking. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. I don't know what for, So I just do my work, I got my work cut out for me. I got my books, got my poetry to protect me. I'm shielded in my armor, hiding in my room. I should probably just go out and find other kids to play with, I guess, basically. Well, I like kids. I think that, I like being a big sister. I like my siblings. They were fun. Stuff like that, but now I'm the artist formerly known as Mom, so I'm doing all this, this kind of stuff. I got big ones, I got tons of them. He keeps making these because he makes them because it helps. He says it calms him down to do that. You gotta measure. I don't know. You can see how this is, but it's all, all. He cuts things certain ways and puts. It's very interesting. Because he's like extrapolates from the base. He takes the basic. This is a basic polyhedral shape, and then he cut the corners off it and inverted them, so it makes that kind of inverted. You see that with the. And this is a similar thing. He took. This is a similar situation where he did the same thing. He inverted these. So I'm just involved in. I like decorating. I like gluing things and painting things. So just it's a therapeutic situation all around there. And I'm doing like a lot. I do a lot of collage. I'm doing a lot of paper mache. So I use the paper from my collage to make paper mache, so I don't waste anything. I hate wasting stuff. So.
I wonder. What I'm thinking might be really good is like a form where you could mash paper mache into the two ends. And then put them together, No,
wait a second. Let me see. I'll show you what I did already here. Hold on a second.
I'm thinking about mass production.
Oh yeah, mass production. Here's some things. A couple of things I recently did. I did this mask that I'm gonna paint. Now I just put a plastic bag over one of these plaster faces with Sammy Katz or I don't know something. I got that, and then I did this. I just pressed it into a mold. So this is really it's just paper mache, but it's got a nice. So I'm gonna do something with those at some point.
Yeah, but what I mean is like where you could take the two halves of one of those. It's like if you wanted to make a lot of.
Sure, you can do that. Yeah.
Shapes, have the two halves, and you just kind of spray or squish paper mache into two halves, put them together,
Yeah, you could.
you know, and then take the top off or take the parts off, let it dry, and you know.
Yeah, you could do that. I
That
mean, there's
way you
it's a lot of applicants. You know, the Victorians used to make furniture out of paper mache. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's very
Was the actual frame, was it a wood frame with paper mache on top, or was it all paper mache?
well. I don't think they used something that you would sit on. I think it was more for shelves or something like that.
Yeah.
So little cabinets or I don't know, that kind of thing. But it's a useful thing. You know, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just like the idea of not wasting things. You know, me.
Yeah.
I like to.
Well, and you know, for me, what it is I'm always trying to think about, like, you know, how do you provide the most value for the most people? So for you to just make it for yourself, it's fine. But if you really want something to be amazing, then you have to find a way to make it the most value for the most people.
Well, sure, that's the ideal thing. I'm at this level of life where it's all I can do. I mean, I just brought myself back from almost paralyzation, last year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been had to deal with health issues and all kinds of, homeless, moving around and having to get my stuff and everything's confused and my stuff's all over the place and I got it here and I got it there and I got to send for here. Got to go down to North Carolina and drag all my shit home and then unpack it, put it away, and then I get sick and then Stephen comes in here and cleans my apartment and I can't find anything, just stuff like that. So
Are you in the same place you were when I was there?
What?
Are you in the same place you were when I was there?
Pretty well. I'm still.
Okay.
I'm still sitting.
You didn't move to the other house. You're still in the.
I'm still guys. Don't you recognize my room here? Like, this is my room. I didn't move into the other house. No.
Okay.
I haven't. I don't want to really move that much because you get organized and then when you got to move, then you got to.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find everything again. You know how much shit I've lost in the past. How many years of moving so many times? I lost so much stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty materialistic when you get right down to it. I mean, I like my stuff. I like the stuff.
Sure, who doesn't?
Well, I don't know. People don't seem to take much of notice. I like my books. I got this new book which I love. It's Trivium, which is the classical liberal arts of grammar, logic, and rhetoric, which is a very nice thing. And then I got the Quadrivium right here. So I mean, I'm just trying to work on its curriculum because for some reason I got I got a notion in my head that I'm going to have some kind of school. I got a curriculum. I got women's studies. I got the art. I got science. I got math, music. There's all kinds of things that people should know and they don't know it. I'm asking my sister. You got a PhD. Blah blah blah. You know about the liberal arts, the Quadrivium, the Trivium. Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's important. And what about the practical arts? What about being able to grow your own food, make your own, preserve your own food or forage in this thing or, mend your own clothes?
Listen to this thought. Because Elon Musk is going to bring us to Mars. You know about this? He's going to colonize Mars in our lifetime.
Great.
Do you know about it?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't care. Whatever. You can't even fucking live on Earth. What are you going to go to Mars?
Well, he's trying to solve that problem too. Do you know about that?
No. I mean, he's a smart fellow. I like Elon.
He's taking on every bad jerk, every big jerk. He's taking on the oil industry.
Is he?
And the power industry. He's taking on the automotive industry, military industrial complex, he's kicking all of their asses.
Is he? Good for him.
Absolutely.
Really?
Like listen to this. Okay, he has a Solar City, his company with his brother, found a way to make it cheaper to put solar panels on a roof than regular roofing.
Sweet.
Okay, there's going to be solar panels on every roof.
That's
electric cars. The power wall. He's going to produce more lithium-ion batteries, which happen to be a very clean battery.
Yeah.
Than in 1 year than the rest of the number of batteries that have ever been produced, like that much storage. Because the problem with solar panels is you only have power in the day, right?
Well, I mean, people do save their power, right? In batteries.
Well,
Remember who are those
yeah, but
people?
the lead acid batteries, the car batteries are a
Right.
problem. So he's figuring out a way to make it easy,
Right.
right? So that everybody will do it because you and I will go and stick lead acid batteries from the car up, and put the TV up to it, but not everybody wants that, right? So okay,
I want that.
so then so you can run your whole house on this now, and then he builds the electric car, right? This is not, it's the fastest car of its type, period.
Right.
Like it's not a swampy car, right?
Right.
And it's super cool. I don't know if you've ever been in one. It's got a big screen, where all the dashboards are, like all
Oh
the
yeah.
stuff.
Have
The
you been in
screen is big.
one? You've been in
Oh
one?
yeah, yeah. It's as big, as wide as your computer screen, and all the way from the windshield down to the, like, it's huge. It's like, it's a screen, this big. I can't
Wow.
even show you.
Really?
It's this big, right in the central dashboard, and everything that you would want to know about your car is there.
Wow.
How to control all the
What do you
everything.
get? Tap it or?
Yeah, just like it's a tap screen. Yeah.
Sweet. God, what if you hit something accidentally, and somebody
Well,
throws?
it's pretty tough. They make these borosilicate glass. It's like really hard to break.
No, but I don't mean breaking it. But you tap something, or you tap some function
Oh no.
accidentally.
No, they figured that out. The airbags pop open or something, right?
Right. Right.
No, but so he's taken on the automotive industry. He's taken on the oil industry.
Right.
So then about SpaceX.
Mm-mm.
So he found a way to teach the rockets how to land. After normally we shoot a rocket up into space to put a satellite up there, the rocket just falls into the sea and gets recycled because they don't know how to land it, right?
Right.
So he
So
figured
land
out how to land these things.
So it's not
They turn around and land. So he's made it cheaper than anybody else to shoot rockets, to shoot things up into space. So now he's competing with everybody. There's only like 5 entities that put things up in space, and they're all countries and SpaceX. And he's doing it cheaper than everybody else. And there's this consortium of Boeing and Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin. That was the guy in the story. Remember Lockheed? Go ahead. Go on.
Anyway, these guys are these two. They're the only ones who send things up for the U.S. military,
Right.
because the U.S. military only wants to use American technology. Americans to do that. So, and they gouge the taxpayer. I mean, they charge like 5 times, 10 times more than they should. So
these people waste money. They don't even know how to. They're not efficient. It's very.
And they won't let SpaceX even compete for it. But anyway, but my point is though that he's taking these guys on and he's winning, and he figured out how to colonize Mars. So, but listen to this: Mars is 3 months away.
By boat. by rocket ship. Right.
So you can't, and it's like really expensive to go there because you've got this anyway. So you can't, and there's no oil.
Can't they do something from the space station or something like that? Or?
Yeah, you could do stuff. Yeah, they're gonna eventually fire the rocket from orbit, but they're gonna go up and down a bunch of times and kind of prepare everything, then they'll fire it off. But the point is though that there's no oil reserves there. You can't build a factory there, on Mars, but you can grow plants, and you can eventually, so my point is, like, for medicine, let's figure out how to get all of the medicines from plants.
All they gotta do is plant hemp and cannabis, and that'll take care of your everything right there. Your every medicine, because I really don't think there's any diseases that are not treatable using cannabis.
There are, believe me, but anyway.
I don't believe you. I don't.
Anyway, so, but my point is though, if you've got, if you're going into hemorrhagic shock, you're not just going to smoke a doob, you know what I'm saying?
No, but you'd be smart enough to avoid anything that would allow you to hemorrhage.
Anyway, you get my point. But
That's your
so
point.
just to figure out how to do this all sustainably, it's like it brings sustainability it puts sustainability in a new perspective, because there's no resources there. There's no, you can't just get stuff from the store. You can't just get stuff from Earth.
Yeah, that's great. Oh,
You know what I mean?
but how do they don't know what's on? They don't know what's there. They don't know
They
what's
kind of know. They have had some landers there for a while, roving around.
digging underneath and stuff like that. They dig in the
Well,
ground.
it's a pretty barren place. I mean, it's got 36% of the gravity. It's like a pure CO2 type of atmosphere. There's not really much oxygen, but CO2 is great for plants, and plants will turn it into oxygen. Terraforming Mars, it'll just be
Terraforming Mars is a great idea. I think that's a beautiful idea. I mean, why didn't they fucking terraform Earth? Why can't they clean up the mess? No, what are they gonna make? They're gonna make a mess here and then move someplace else. That irritates me.
Yeah, well, no, but but we got to solve all these problems, and solving the problems of becoming a multi-planet species, will shed light on a lot of the inefficiencies of how we're doing things here. It'll solve a lot of the problems here, I think. So,
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean that does make. I mean, to me, I mean a lot of people. To Elon Musk, it's pretty clear. What has to happen. I mean, to me, it's abundantly clear what has to happen. But
yeah.
But people are so mired. They're mired. They're mired in this. They learn certain things, and they're completely mired in that way.
Yeah.
They can't see beyond that.
Yeah, but he's not only does he see it, but he's doing it, and that's what's amazing to me. Is
he's got money to do it.
Well, but so this is how it all started. The internet started, and he just started figuring it out, and he created this. He didn't have any money. He created this program that was kind of like the first business directory, and it was bought by somebody for 22 million, and he just made it out of he just found a way to get businesses. It was just a directory, like a website with a list of businesses. It was so then he had 22 million. So then he goes and he says, I'm going to take on the banking industry. So he creates the first online bank, PayPal.
Oh, wow, right. PayPal is great.
Not Peter Thiel. It was Elon Musk.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and Peter Thiel was part of it, but Elon Musk put up all the money and made all the code and did almost all of it, So
wow.
So then he sells that. He makes 180 million.
Sweet.
SpaceX 100 million, and Tesla 80 million. Gambles it all. Almost loses it all. You got to read the story. It's amazing. They were both crashing, and he got divorced and everything all in the same year and stuff.
Wow.
But they both kind of just pulled out, just barely, and here we are.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love
it when people can actually do things that are, that work,
Yeah.
They're just thrashing around, just losing money or wasting time. It just irritates me.
Yeah.
Me, I'm on a scale, I try to run my life efficiently as much as possible, but I'm on a small scale, but, what are you fucking laughing about?
I don't know. So I'm trying to.
Funny, huh?
I'm trying to be inspired and kind of take he had this vision, he knew what the problems were, and he sees how it's all going to work, and everything has to be done. It really comes down to how can I create the most value for people, for human beings.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And come up with the most human beings that you can, make it go big or go home. You know what I mean? So when we're talking about those little balls, those little spheres, I like those little spheres, but I don't want to make one or two or 10. I want to figure out how to make it so that everybody can have one.
I know what you're saying. Why would they want them? That's the other thing too. I mean, I don't think manufacturing them is the problem. I think for there to be a market, that might be the big problem.
Right, you got to figure out what good it is.
I met this old man in Wood, not a man my age. I guess you say an old man, but him and his wife in Woodstock at a Maria's Bazaar there. But he was a toy designer, and he used to take his prototypes down to the city and give them to somebody, and then he would create a prototype, just a prototype, then you could then he'd take them down to the city and he'd give them to somebody and they would have them made into toys and then he would get a percentage of it with sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we work with that. But we've got a bunch of really beautiful constructions here. You know, I don't know what use they would be to anybody, but they're really pretty.
You'd have to figure that out, and you'd have to see if people actually wanted them, and then if they were good, then you'd find a way to make them, mass produce them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what possible? You know, people buy all kinds of stuff and put them on their shelves or what. You know, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, you could put it. You could put them on your bedposts.
You could hang them from the ceiling.
Put a light inside them and hang them from the ceiling.
Yeah. I mean, putting a light inside them would be easy. You know? Yeah. But I mean, Theo's got some outside that he covered. You know, he made them, and then he covered them with thin set. You know, so they're like rocks. You know. Mm-hmm. You know. Yeah. So they got him out there covered. But it's just trying to think of. Then he's got a bunch of them that he made out of wood that are very beautiful. He just made joinery. You know. Mm-hmm. Made him out of wood. This he just carved out of a block of. He just carved this out of a piece of wood. It's I don't know. Is that a Metatron's cube? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But the thing is though, not so much for people to. I mean, the thing I think is not so much for people to have the object as it is for them to understand the principles involved in in creating them. Well,
I mean, and that's the web.
I just got this one too. I just got this. But remember that book? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's where that's what Theo started out learning how to make those shapes by following the directions in this book. I mean, I'm more interested. I'm interested in people learning. I mean, it's good to have. It's one thing to have marvelous technology for people, but another thing for people to learn how to. I'm very impressed when Africans come up with designs for this, that, and they're just in there with a bunch of junk and they come up with solutions.
Yeah.
How to the urine generators. I know they have. They just make stuff up. They bricolage. The MacGyver. The answers to all these problems. So and I mean I like the idea of an educated population also for the fact of wanting to live in a civilized world. I like people to be educated. To have an interest and take an interest in the world they live in and how the world. People are astonished that the world sacred geometry is astonishing because it's a demonstration that things make sense. That the world is governed by mathematical principles. I mean even as far as chaos theory, it's still governed by patterns. Like this, remember this book? Remember that? Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. It's like we're living in this world. It's one thing to have answers, but it's another thing to have questions and for people to take an interest in the design, of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the patterns. I mean, patterns. The Fibonacci series, right? Things like that. So that's where my area of interest is, and also for people solving problems.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you doing? Chatting? What are you laughing at?
I just saw the chat button. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna go. I love you, Mom. Nice to chat.
Love you too. What are you laughing at? You laughing at me? All right. I love you, man.
Okay.
Happy something. Whatever.
Yep. Solstice time.
Okay, very good. Talk to you later. Bye, hon. Bye-bye.